Remember New Door fiasco? Only my long-time viewers and remember that shit. Look at this. I don't know what this is from. Maybe because it got too hot in here, or it was never high quality in the first place. Some of you remember my whole fight with this guy, but the whole point is, guys from my mom's church wind up being kind of sleazy, you know. So we're trying to get the one we trust, who put my mom's TV on the wall, who set up my bed, my new latex for less bed that time, who did her new rebounder, all this crap. We know we can trust him. My mom has twice had, bachelors here, strangers that she knew from church, but that doesn't mean anything, She didn't really know them, and they wound up hitting on me. I told both these stories out there years ago. They're there somewhere amongst my 13,000 videos that span 11 years, 12 years. Longer if you count my other 2 channels. I have no access to. Anyhow, my mom went to get the mail. She won't be gone long. I'm usually not even up this early. Look at this. The door won't close. I come back. I want a lock on my door for reasons as some of you know. And I can't even close the door. I could get locked in here. Watch. It won't close. It's very, very tight to close. See? So, and then to open is a bitch. I can't have it like that. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong, but something is wrong. We don't want to pay for a whole brand new door, but I don't know if it can be fixed. Capiche? So, I want to try to do a quick video here. So yeah, a brand new computer system is coming in the mail. I put it on my credit card. Have to have a computer even to order groceries, okay? My days of lugging heavy groceries home and risking it and risking being, even if I wasn't injured, my days of doing that are over, okay? I'm not a young girl anymore. See? Anyhow, this is filled with texts that I sent out to different people, to Selena, to Joe, to church women, so there's 4 to each, and just reading them, you'll get a whole idea of what's going on. Goes without saying, I'm not happy here, I'm not going to be happy here. You guys know I didn't want to be here. But I have to do what I do best and pretend. This is the situation. The situation is I can't be with Joe. I don't want him. We cleared the air about a lot of stuff, but then new stuff happened, and Omar, he can't stand Omar. On top of everything else, Omar's costing Joe money. And Joe has to be miserable in the basement where he's working extremely hard at a job he hates, but he makes 6 figures. And, it's like, and Omar's just a pain in the ass. And when I have an opportunity, like as in when my mom leaves for hours to go with friends or to do whatever, I'm going to tell you in detail just the complexities and the deal with Omar and Joe's house. It gets way too fucking hot in the bedroom. God, for the first time in forever, I'm sleeping practically naked because it's so fucking hot up there. That's how the house is designed, which is all fine and good, but Omar's a pug. He can't handle that kind of heat. And then we have to have him on the other floor in a different carrier, and then Joe can hear him even more at work, and it's just, Joe just can't stand Omar. And I'm sure when Omar gets his electricity bill. And also, Joe can't stand air conditioning, and when to have it even remotely cool upstairs, you have to put the air conditioner way low, and then in the basement, Joe's fucking freezing, so it winds up being a tug of war, you know. I can't have my dog in the heat, and then I was gonna, and even when we turned the air down, it wasn't enough, and it was still approaching 90, and then I'm lucky I even had the thermometer. I only had the thermometer because I broke Joe's thermometer by accident, and I bought him a new kind that was just a cheap kind. They didn't even make his kind anymore. He'd had it forever and had glass on it. They don't do that anymore. Plastic. But I got an Accurite at least. And then he wound up finding one at a local hardware store. I was going to surprise him. I had told him I was having trouble ordering, and he got it. We wound up with 2. He didn't want to return his, and it worked out good because we wound up needing it to monitor that fucking bedroom that I couldn't believe was up at 90. Even when I was fighting with Joe, I'm like, I have to. I wasn't going to talk to you, but I have to. My dog, you know, is I can't have it go above 90, and it is, and whatever that air's on, I'm going to have to turn it down, and it's just too much. She does need me here. People in the outside world might not realize it because this thing's only someone lives with you knows. That's reality. There's no dish drainer. Mom can't even remember having a dish drainer. I'm like, where's the dish drainer? I don't mean to upset her, but you understand, if I come home and you told me your place was spotless and people tell you how spotless it is, and even Selena was like, she told me how spotless it is. No, it's not cluttered, but it's dirty. She didn't know how to use the vacuum the church woman helped her buy because she couldn't push the $400 shark vacuum that's sitting over there. I could now push it. And she doesn't, you know, it gets frustrating when you beg someone and you're embarrassed because you can't do it and they already showed you, and they think maybe you're just being lazy and not trying. And I know I can put myself in my mom's shoes, but I have to point stuff out to her, like, where's the dish drainer? What are you talking about? The dish drainer that was here even before I moved in, it was here for a decade. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't remember there being a dish drainer here for years? She's like, no. You know what a dish drainer is? Yeah. Okay. See, stuff like that. And I have videos I could show her that prove that were done in the kitchen. I could prove there was a dish drainer. I could show her. Not pictures, but videos. Anyway, I need a computer here, even just to deliver food. Okay. She called the guy that's reliable from church, who's a family man, who we know is a good guy, who doesn't try to weasel his way into our lives, or my mom is inviting him to dinner, things that happened in the past with those gentlemen from her church, that stories. God. Especially the one at the door. Because I was viewing him as a friend. First one I didn't even like. And I had to sit down to dinner with him because my mom's home and she invited him to dinner and I had no choice. And then she wanted him to come again, and I had to talk to church owner, like, I really don't like this guy, and my mom's forcing him into our lives. And she wound up telling him, And I know if a guy's hitting on me, sorry, but I do. Okay? It can be subtle. The second guy who did the door wasn't so subtle, but including, you'd make someone a really good wife. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. They were both single men, and I am who I am, and I'm friendly, and I'm easy on the eyes, and the second guy, it was in the middle of summer, so I was wearing my micro shorts around him, but I had no interest in him. I wasn't really physically attracted to him. Plus, he goes to the Heaven Hell Church. There are different variations of church. This is the one who is talking about heaven and hell and trying to get people saved at my aunt's funeral, where there's all different religions there, and all different religions, including you know, who you don't know who my aunt was, who could be friends with her family, and they could be different. You know, it's just not appropriate at a funeral. And I was perturbed, to say the least. Some of you might remember that. So I'm back. Joe essentially said to me, because I said to him, like, well, you're saying we don't get along, but it's really just Omar. I'm like, if there was no Omar, would you want? He's like, yeah, it's just the devil. Because again, we've been friends for decades. We can yell at each other and work things out, and each can recognize, because I recognize the things he's saying to me, and fortunately, he did the same. We wouldn't have been friends anymore, because he was, I'm not going to be telling you what you're doing to me, and you'd be, get me down here right now and clean up that mess by the door. Don't you fucking talk to me like that, Joe. What makes you think you have the right? Reminiscent of my father. Because I was fighting with Joe, and I was scanning everywhere to make sure there was nothing I'd done wrong, because I missed something. He's going to go off on me. He's not going to say, oh, we did that in our family. I don't fucking care, because and we didn't view it as abuse. That's fine. You knew that it wasn't. You knew you were loved. I was fucking abused as a kid and as an adult.